Live from the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega, coverage of the Peach Belt Conference is on the air. Hello, everybody. Alongside Lee Glenn, I'm Craig Corbin. So glad you could join us for a doubleheader, the first time this season. Women and men.
Been a few of these bad rods scheduled, but just because of the stringent COVID protocols that we're going through, we haven't able to get 4 teams through testing at the same time. Tonight we were able to, a lot of negatives, and we're going to play 2 basketball games here tonight.
That is exciting. And coming to call will be the Bobcats of Georgia College. The first game, the women of Georgia College coming in on the heels of 4 consecutive losses, and probably not a good time to be facing this North Georgia team. They are on the heels of as dominant and complete a performance as I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, good point. To that point that you mentioned, you know, Bobcats are also in the middle of a 5-game road swing. And so basketball is harder now because there's so much less preparation, but having to play 5 in the row on the road, coming in with 4 straight losses. And then, as you mentioned, a very, very tested North Georgia team. And what I mean by tested is that road loss to number 6 at number 6 Lander on Saturday. That was a big test for us. Were we going to respond? And there was a clear and decisive response. And it was very connected basketball, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. So for Georgia College, I don't know what to tell them, you know, because we've won 30 straight in this building, 35 of 36. Have confidence of your last result being a positive result and are playing in a building that you're comfortable playing in. So really you just want to encourage the Bobcats to take on that underdog mentality where, hey, look, we're just going to, you know, in a boxing match, if you know that the other boxer is better than you, you better just throw a series of haymakers and hope that one of them lands.
And you would assume they would want to do that from the opening tip, because when you look at how North Georgia got out of the blocks on Monday night, 51 first half points, 50 in the second half. Again, unselfish play, assists on a high percentage of the baskets, and the ability to find the open teammate with regularity.
Yeah, and they were just like textbook assists too. You know, sometimes you have that kind of gray area. Did the offensive player add to the score? Monday night it was like catch and finish, catch and finish, catch and finish at the rim. There were no dribbles in between the catches. It was just very, and I keep using this term a lot, very connected basketball. So as always, Coach Burson's teams assist on a high percentage of their made field goals, but they did it last night or Monday night in not a gray area. They did it in a fashion that was a textbook. If you look up Webster's picture of a basketball assist, there were probably 20 of them in here Monday night.
And a phenomenal effort by Abby Hubert, career high 26 points on the evening, and you had to be impressed with the ability of the team, and you made mention of it in your first remarks, at both ends, both offensively and defensively, and that would have to scare anybody looking at tape from that game.
Yeah, one thing that when you look at our roster as like how to kind of scout us, you've got an All-American big, right? And a lot of teams, that's good enough just to win basketball games. But she's surrounded by a savvy and really high championship caliber experienced point guard, people that can shoot, and all 5 are all top to bottom of the roster understand what team defense is. So not only do you have a kind of marquee player in Julianne Sutton, but the pieces that go around Julianne Sutton and actually connect with her, it makes you really kind of play Russian roulette. You know, taking away an All-American to begin with isn't a hard thing to do. And if someone were to be successful at doing that, which nobody really has, then you end up with a starting forward in Abby Hubert go off for 26. So it's just pick your poison. But the beauty of the whole process is that we are surrounded and we're made up with just experienced players. So it's not like we're trying to figure this out. We all know what it takes to win and what it takes to get there.
Should be a great opportunity tonight to see back-to-back games. Glad you've joined us. We'll step aside for a moment, be back with the starting lineups on the opening tip. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Leadership is fueled by vision and passion. Leadership is service with empathy, creativity, and integrity. Leadership is seeking continuous improvement for yourself and your community. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders. Today, UNG is a leading regional university that serves students across 5 campuses and online, with educational pathways ranging from associate degrees to doctoral programs. And as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the nation, UNG holds designations as a state leadership institution and as the Military College of Georgia. UNG's national reputation and student profile are growing stronger each year, and we remain focused on student success and academic excellence at all levels. Across UNG, our incredible faculty and staff are scholars and mentors who inspire service, inquiry, and creativity. And resume-building experiences help each student fulfill their potential. We know the value of determination and teamwork in and out of the classroom, and this spirit pushes our students to excel on the field, serve our communities, and explore the world. When the day is done, the real measure of our success lies in who our graduates become. Outstanding leaders for a diverse and global society. The University of North Georgia.
What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad cause you're on your own? I can't find a little help from my friends, so I'm gonna try a little help from my friends.
Time for your starting lineups in tonight's matchup between Georgia College and UNG. First for the Bobcats, under head coach Ross Jolly. Be number 1, Harper Vick. Harper, junior from Marietta. Number 4, Jada Warren, freshman from Norcross. Number 5, Kenyatta Storms, redshirt senior from Alpharetta. Number 21, Cassidy Markle, the redshirt sophomore from Cumming, Georgia. And rounding out the starting 5 for Georgia College, number 24, Kenyatta Wesley, redshirt senior from Pearson, Georgia. Bobcats are 1-4 on the season. For the homestanding Nighthawks of UNG, under head coach Buffy Burson, it'll be number 5, Abby Franklin, the senior from Homer, Georgia. Number 11, Abby Hubert, senior from Chattanooga. Number 15, Kara Groover, senior from Noonan. Number 24, Caroline Martin, freshman from Cumming, Georgia. And in the middle, number 42, Julianne Sutton, the senior from Flowery Branch. The Nighthawks 6-1 overall. Well, tonight's matchup is one that over the years has been a good rivalry in the Peach Belt.
And even prior Peach Belt, it was the NAI days that we've faced off against each other as well. It's kind of always been, we've always kind of been in the same league footprint, but I believe if my data hasn't, tells me correct, that we've won the last 6 in a row. So, it's relatively close overall, probably 8 or 10 games either way, but the last 6 to the Nighthawks.
Nighthawks 6-1 overall, 3-1 in conference play. Teams are on the floor. We are ready for the opening tip. I'm glad that you've joined us. The opening tip controlled by the Bobcats.
Deferred to the second half again.
I don't mind that. It's okay. especially given the way it worked on Monday. Opening possession of the contest. Off-balance shot from Harper Vick. Nothing doing there, and Julianne Sutton coming up with a loose ball. Way to Martin. Here comes Caroline right down the middle of the floor. Now works to the wing. Out front, Julianne. Around the horn they go. Franklin, Sutton, Martin. Thought about it for a second. Shot clock at 15. The shot will go up. No good. Tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Nighthawks.
A lot of defenders will choose to, on the handoffs and ball screens that include Caroline Martin, to go underneath them just to try to cut off a driving lane, because if you chase it.
Kara Groover with her own rebound and a basket.
If you chase it, you're going to be, by going underneath, you can kind of cut her off to the spot. And if she's identified as a shooter, which she can do as well, you want to chase her and run her off the line. So it's lose-lose with her, because right there on the last possession they chose to go under the handoff, and she just stepped back and shot a rhythm three.
Harper Vick gets the loose ball, but taken away by Groover. Here come the Nighthawks up 2-0. The nice feed to Abby Hubert and the basket.
Such an unselfish team. I think Kara, about the NG, realized that she had traffic running with her and knew all along that she was going to give that up. So she just dribbled deep enough to pull the defender to her, knowing all along the last 40 feet of the transition that she had Abby filling that lane.
Vick with the ball, guarded by Martin. And a jump on the alternating possession. It will go to North Georgia.
Vick's a really good offensive player for the Bobcats, but that's two consecutive possessions that the ball's come out of her hands for a turnover. That's good news for the Nighthawks, because we are kind of speeding her up mentally here early in the first quarter.
Around the horn to Groover, and back to Martin. Caroline wide open straight away. Left that one just short. Rebound battle. That was last touched as it went out of bounds by Cassidy Markle.
And another thing about Caroline there is that she's not afraid to shoot it from a good step or two from behind the three-point line. Just makes you have to guard someone who's got splash game further away from the basket.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. The no-look pass intended for Abby caught her off guard and goes over to the Bobcats. Kara had a little something on that pass.
Yeah, her IQ and awareness is just through the roof. And
open. That jumper was nowhere near the rim. And into the hands of Caroline Martin. Away to Groover. 4-0 in the early minutes of quarter number one. The lob to Julianne in traffic. No good, but contact at the 7-11 minute mark.
She's not going to miss a shot that bad without her kind of knocking her off her line or fouling her, especially when she catches it that deep. It's like you almost go ahead and chalk it up to a minimum of free throw attempts if she catches it around the charge circle, and you're not going to bring an immediate double team.
First one is good. As is the second. So a 6-0 start to the game for North Georgia. Bobcats yet to tally. Markle away to Vick. Harper guarded by Martin. Picks up her dribble. Now away to Markle. Might have had steps. Skip pass. Wesley shoots and scores.
Got away with a miscommunicated switch on that possession. And then it got covered up. We were able to get back to our man, but unfortunately, a little free space for the Bobcats to shoot that 15-foot jump shot. But I always say 15-foot jump shots aren't going to beat you in this game. It's threes, consecutive threes, and runs around the rim.
Martin back to Franklin. Hubert with 10 to shoot, puts it up. Would not go. Rebound snared by Georgia College. 6-2 your score, 6:12 to go, opening quarter. Little hesitation there by Markle. Baseline jumper off the mark. Offensive board, though. Ball stripped out of bounds and will stay on this end of the floor. Quickly checking in for the Nighthawks, Josie Earnhardt, as well as Lacey McCoy. So a breather for Martin and Hubert. Thought that McCoy had some good minutes on Monday.
She's had a great start to the season. Right
Look
there, the block shot, and gets the own defensive rebound there as well.
As if on cue. Earnhardt for three.
Fresh out of pit row.
I like it. 9-2, largest lead of the evening.
When you can sub in players and they can immediately make an impact on the game and don't have to kind of work their way into the flow of the game, it tells you how deep and connected the team is.
Nice little soft hook by Markle, makes it 9-4. That is a luxury that you talk about. Earnhardt works, gets it back out to Sutton, to Franklin. Abby finds McCoy in the lane, puts it up in traffic, would not fall, tipped, and away to the Bobcats.
Thought she might have got ridden out on that, but I'm okay with the game being played that way. There's another block.
Well, I'll tell you, Lacey did not wait long to respond.
Wow.
Let's take a timeout. 4:53 to go. Opening quarter, your score, North Georgia 9, Georgia College 4. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
And our thanks to Chick-fil-A Dahlonega, one of the fine sponsors of the Nighthawk Sports Network. Just as we saw on Monday, the Nighthawks wasting no time getting a working margin in this ball game.
Yeah, and they're doing it with just different people as well, So you've got Josie Earnhardt's come off the bench and cans her first three. Lacey McCoy, 2 out of her first 3 defensive possessions. She's etched a block into the box score. So Julianne has scored just 2 free throws, right? And we haven't seen an Abby Franklin 3 yet. So it's just it's like we were talking about in the pregame show. You just don't know where to put your defensive focus at.
Turnover there gives it to the Nighthawks. Franklin to Sutton out front. Now Abby. Way to McCoy. Lacey at the elbow. Finds Martin. She'll go baseline. Contact, and that'll be a charge on Caroline.
That's good defense by Kenyatta Storms there. Did a good job of cutting off the baseline and putting her body in Caroline's direct line drive. So good work defensively there by the Bobcats.
Georgia College with the ball. 4:14 to go. Quarter number 1. Ball knocked free by Martin. Dives for it.
That's over and back. Not a foul. It's got to be over and back.
Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. Now, I hate that for a couple of reasons. One, it's going to limit her minutes. certainly here in the first half.
Yeah, and it's like you're not rewarding the player being first to the floor.
Yep.
You know, but I know that there's a science to that call. You know, so if a player displaces, you know, but I just think that's two young ladies fighting for a loose ball is what that is.
Gotta love this. Julianne Sutton
on the mop,
manning the mop.
So, like, facetiously, I say that her All-American resume is you can add floor sanitation to, but seriously, I tell you that that's the type of character that kid is.
Oh, heart of a servant.
That's not for show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ball taken away by Franklin into the hands of Earnhardt. Josie gets it right back to Abby. Boy, she thought about it. Drives, shoots, would not fall. The follow, though, by Julianne wouldn't go either. Second time up, no good. That's going to be out of bounds to Georgia College.
Back to that defensive possession there. That's definitely a scout play right there. Abby knew that there was a kind of a tendency to spin back dribble. She saw the penetration and just immediately jumped down on that and forced the turnover.
Harper Vick off the mark with that one, but an offensive board keeps it with the Bobcats. That shot will not fall. Rebound taken by Kara Groover.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, a time or two. Franklin to Groover in the corner. Kara, one dribble and back to Abby. The lob to McCoy. Lacey turns, drives. Nope. Oh, got it momentarily to Sutton, and that's going to be an over and back.
I like the 4 and the 5 trying to connect there with each other. Just Julianne didn't know where to make the basket cut to because Lacey's move at the basket spanned the entire lane. So that's just something that a little bit more time with the two of them on the floor together, and they'll be able to work through that. But the mindset that they're trying to find each other, that's a good place to start.
Missed shot by Harper Vick, and a circus shot follow will go, and it's 9-6. Chloe Savage on the floor for North Georgia.
Oh, ice cream scooper there.
Yeah. Scoop, there it was.
Ooh, I like that. Who's the artist of that song?
Tag team.
Hoop. Yeah.
Hoop, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not past our age range. Talk about that.
It's on a commercial now for, is it Geico? Yeah. If you need help with your dessert choices, tag team. Scoop, there it is. Chocolate, chocolate. Nicely done, Lacey.
Carving them up. A little scoop finish herself right there. Catching it on this side of the lane, driving to the other.
Clock rolls, 1:43. Ooh!
Okay, now that's the same foul, though. That's first to the floor, right?
I agree. Nice lead pass to Chloe Savage. Stops, would not go. Goodness.
Todd. We'll let him play through that loose ball.
Final minute, 20-some seconds here in the quarter. 5-point advantage for the Nighthawks. And a takeaway by Abby Franklin. My, oh my.
Second time. That's scouting report right there.
That was as cleanly as the ball can be taken away.
Yeah. Knowing that ball goes away, what action they're trying to get to, and just sticking her nose in there.
The answer makes it 13-8. 45 seconds and counting here in the opening quarter. Groover to McCoy. Lacey down the lane. Nice hesitation move, the shot, and the basket.
Shook him up with the hesitation crossover there. Brought the defender right out of their stance.
Man, what a move.
Love that. That's somebody wanting a little bit bigger piece of the pie right there. Lacey McCoy saying, I can take a little bit of that tonight.
An open lane to the basket
back-to-back offensive possessions that have straight line one-legged layups. You know, that tells you if a layup is wide open, if the players shoot it off of one leg.
That was Alexis Figures. Now 4 seconds to go. Long three, in and out from Earnhardt, and that will do it for the opening quarter. North Georgia by 5 at 15-10. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Bandit Fox 2-3, out. Mark from the Tracer 5.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Back we are here at the Convocation Center. The pep band in full volume tonight.
Yeah, they got that thing. They got the mixer board pushed all the way up on that one tonight, don't they? I mean, we're wearing headsets, and it feels like they are at the table with us.
Glad we got them on. Nice start in this ball game by North Georgia, an advantage as we get set for the second quarter.
There's the pep band right there on the screen. And I'll tell you what, I wish that you could see like a before-after picture of where we were with the pep band like 5 years ago and where they're at right now.
Night and day.
Wow. Yeah, our music department and Stephen Walker and his student staff are committed to enhancing the game environment in the Convocation Center.
And they are doing so. Oh my, that was a travel. That was a double travel. Ball turned over to the Nighthawks. Abby Franklin.
Needed a travel agent.
Well said. Abby Hubert controlling. Now back to Franklin. The lob to Julianne in traffic. Good. And the foul.
So Georgia College is very intentional about a personnel scout. So, like, they're not going to guard Lacey McCoy around the perimeter. They're not going to guard Abby Hubert around the perimeter. If you're going to do that, like look on the replay here, how far that, like, Abby's defender is in the peach belt or in the PBC logo. If you're going to do that, you have got to eliminate that pass to Julianne Sutton. That's why we're not guard. That's why you've chosen to not guard Abby, is because you want to take away that pass. But then the other school of thought is to get up and pressure Abby and force her to dribble it so she can't see that. But that, I'm sure Coach Jolly is not too happy about that one.
Nope. He is not jolly in that regard.
I thought you were going to catch that.
Yep. In the lane, the fall away would not go for Wesley. And here come the Nighthawks. Franklin with the ball, top of the key, now to Kara Groover. Now Franklin feeds Hubert. Nicely done, would not fall.
It's a third little chip that we have bounced around the rim and missed on. And make those things. You've already stretched this out here early, but now allowing Georgia College to make threes like that. That one by Cassidy Markle, gets this thing back to a 5-point game, and that's like a big 5-point swing right there, not making the chip shot on the front end.
Feed from Julianne to Hubert, and another miss down low.
Oh, like a one-legged finish there again. It's like you want to see them play off a 2 right there, and that way if there is a little bit of contact, they can absorb it just a little bit better.
There's contact there as Julianne went to the floor, but a missed shot right into the hands of Hubert. Abby will leave it for Franklin. Here comes a 3, would not fall.
That's okay. I think that's one of the best shots in basketball right there, is the transition 3 with one of your higher percentage shooters.
Score remains 18-13. 18-13. That shot partially altered by Julianne. Here comes Groover with the ball, bringing it up in traffic. Zips the pass to Abby Hubert, up and under, and another miss down low.
That one she did play off of 2 feet, though, but it was more like that scoop finish again. That's all right. She's going to get that going here in a minute. It just takes one.
7:22 to go in the second quarter. 18-13 North Georgia. Wesley in the lane, and another travel will send it back the other way.
Such good defense.
Chloe Savage comes in for Huberts. Lacey McCoy back out there and giving a breather to Kara Groover.
Why is it okay now, and I fully endorse this, for coaches to dress down and just coach in? Why did they need to dress in suits and ties and nice Sunday dresses and one prior to the COVID? Well, why is it any different right now?
What's interesting is that I think that there's been an unwritten rule for years that only a few would dare challenge
the hugster.
And that was exactly who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But hats off to him for having done it forever.
Why? I mean, what does it matter?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that I think that many of the guys who stayed in the suit and tie for so long love the tradition of it.
Okay.
And the look. But don't you know the dry cleaning bills were ridiculous.
I can live with that.
Sutton straightaway 3 would not fall.
Only made Josie Earnhardt's 3 was the only one we've made so far.
Yep. Bobcats with the ball, down 8. Harper Vick guarded by Earnhardt, backs in, now kicks it out. Long 3 is an air ball. That's taken by McCoy. Outlet comes to Franklin. Nice lead pass for Julianne Sutton in traffic.
Woo, that was in a lot of traffic, too.
Only needs one more point to eclipse the 1,500 point mark.
That was through Highway 400, 5 o'clock traffic.
Yes.
What's this? Oh, I thought they were going to get another one of those tip outs.
Nice block out by Julianne. The give to Franklin. Over to Earnhardt. 3 is on the way. Off the mark. No good. Rebound on the weak side by McCoy. Lacey in traffic. Yes.
There we go. 2-foot power finish through the contact. And she's not the tallest of stature, but she plays like a real big.
Now a 12-point lead. Largest of the night. That short jumper finally goes for Harper. Franklin to Earnhardt. Now back it goes out front. Chloe, boy, she thought about it. Oh, she wanted to.
Go ahead.
Abby will back it out between the circles.
That's called cane pole defense. She's guarding that. She's guarding Chloe with a cane pole. The rule of thumb with a cane pole is that you get one chance to shoot that 3.
Right.
And if it goes, you get free reign the rest of the night.
There you go.
But don't play into their hands. She can make that too.
10-point ball game with 4:18 to go until the half. Vick from the elbow, had it blocked. Here comes a 3-on-2. Earnhardt's going to take it all the way. No good. And a charge on Josie. And that means that it's about time for a media timeout. 4:04 to go, second quarter. Nighthawks by 10. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia Mountain.
As we close in on the top of the hour, let's do our due diligence for the FCC. Time to take a station identification. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Team's back on the floor. 10-point ball game here with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Georgia College with possession. Nice defense by McCoy. I'm telling you, she is dialed in tonight.
Ooh. Good switch.
Around the horn they go. Long three up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Lacey McCoy. Here comes North Georgia. McCoy zips it.
Do it.
Savage wants the three and hits it.
Told you.
And hits it.
Told you. You can't cane pole defense and expect them to not try that. So now what do you do? As an opposing coach, now what do? Do you change your whole scout and your whole plan? But you get one.
I think I saw a smile on Coach Burson's face.
Oh, she can make that.
At the other end, this one no good. Battle for the loose ball. Tipped by Franklin right into the hands of Sutton. Where it goes to McCoy. Into the paint now, out to Abby. Earnhardt. She'll dribble top of the key. Leaves it for Lacey. McCoy, beautiful crossover dribble contact. She'll go to the line.
Lacey got her crossover warmed up tonight. That's like the second or third time she's used that. But, you know, when she's on the floor right now as a three, that's a real favorable matchup for us. She can play over a lot of threes. And in that situation, when they had switched the big to big, she can drive around.
That last foul on Sadie Cleveland. She will check out.
A lot of North Georgia flavor, local flavor on the Bobcat roster. You got Gainesville, Alpharetta, Gainesville, Cumming, Buford, Johns Creek, Homer.
Good basketball played up here.
Yeah, there is.
First one good, second one good.
Up and in their heels.
By the way, Caroline Wysocki, sophomore from Flowery Branch.
I didn't even mention that one.
On the floor.
Hallco.
Largest lead of the night, 15 points. That shot no good, but unable to be retrieved in the corner before going out of bounds.
Ran her down off of ran her into the paint and brought her right back out on ball side off of a stagger. Relocation dribble with her offhand. Again, that's the shot we want to see him taking. And just, you know, I think Abby Franklin could have grabbed that defensive rebound, but was in energy conservation mode and said, we're going to get that anyway.
Smart player.
You think?
Just a little bit. The lob to Chloe. Now Lacey will drive the lane, kicks. Sutton, 15-footer, would not fall.
All right, good offense. How about that? When your three is driving and kicking out to your 5-4 jump shot.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Good luck trying to stop that.
Exactly.
Josie out here giving a little pit row pressure.
Wysocki. Pit row pressure. I like that.
Let's see how many NASCAR references I can slide in.
You can do that.
Watch this.
Oh,
Watch
boy.
This.
Key up the three.
Okay.
Would not fall.
She's still shooting 50%.
There you go.
So
I'll take that.
She gets the green light.
I'll take that. 30-17. That jumper from the left side of the lane from Markle, no good. Rebound, Sutton, outlet to Franklin. Zips the pass to Earnhardt in the lane. Sort of a little running hook, and it went.
A running hook, floater work. Anytime dead-eye shooters like Josie Earnhardt can go make tough twos, it really questions how you guard them. How hard do I close out? Do I really try to run them off the line? Because if I do, they can score that two.
Wysocki nearly turned it over on the baseline. Gets it back to Markle. Caroline drives, now kicks, long three, up, no good, just a bit long, into the hands of Franklin. Abby brings it up. The lob over the top, intended for Julianne, out of bounds, and I'm not sure Julianne ever knew that was coming.
Yeah, they weren't quite on the same page, chapter,
and verse.
Book, yeah.
McCoy, Savage, all get breathers. Hubert, Groover back on the floor.
Don't reach.
Wysocki.
Yeah, reach to dribbler going right. You can't reach across with your right hand. That's like reaching across their body. So anytime you're going to impede the dribbler with that reach across, it's just an automatic foul.
That's going to bring Josie to the bench because that's her second. Just 23.8 seconds left in the second quarter. Inbound comes to Wesley, and Happy Feet will turn it over.
Almost all baseline out of bounds action from teams these days involves some sort of screen to screener. It's been fun to watch how creative coaches get out of what formation you get and who's screening who, but really that's just such a traditional action that's so hard to guard.
Final 9 seconds of the opening half. Julianne from three, bounces off the rim, no good. 2-1, and that will do it for the first half here in Dahlonega. North Georgia with a 32-17 advantage. We will have the halftime report straight ahead. Stay with us right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Joyride beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Light? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. All right, I'm good.
What is the Golden Eagle Band? Established in 1873, we are the oldest organization on campus. Excellence in music is our passion. Our spirit of brotherhood provides friendships that last a lifetime. We compete and perform just for fun. Join the tradition.
Back we are at the half. North Georgia on top of Georgia College by a score of 32-17, along with Lee Glenn. I'm Craig Corbin, the Nighthawk Sports Network team here. Game 1 of our doubleheader between the Bobcats and the Nighthawks. And while North Georgia has an advantage, there were enough missed shots in the paint that what is a comfortable margin could have been a whole lot larger.
Yeah, it could have been. There were, I think, 4 or 5 just chip layups where either we could have played off a 2 instead of 1, or really just finished really easy shots. And then probably an additional 2 or 3 little 10 or 15-foot jump shots that we normally are going to make at a high clip. That just kind of went in and out. And so I think we're defending really, really well. You know, anytime you can give up 17 points and a half, but I think an indicator of how well we're defending is some of the bad misses that you've seen from Georgia College. I mean, just a couple of balls that don't draw any glass or rim and just really aren't close. And that's not saying that those are coming off of the hands of bad shooters. That's just mean that they've been
affected.
Rough and that's a great word, affected shots and rush shots. So that's good team scout by the Nighthawks.
And we've seen a couple of cases where literally the Nighthawks have taken the ball out of the hands of their opponents. The lone scorer in double digits for North Georgia is Julianne Sutton with 10 points, 8 points in the first half for Lacey McCoy. Great effort from that young lady in the first half.
Yeah, I really like any time that you can sub a player in and have immediate impact. You actually coach players up to go up and down the floor 1 or 2 times before you take a shot. And Lacey probably adhered to that, but she immediately started playing team defense. We're recording block shots in 2 of her first 3 possessions. But her sub-companion was Josie Earnhardt, and she went in and pulled the trigger, hit the ignition switch on that on that race car right from the start. And now she missed a couple threes after that. But, you know, you had Abby Hubert, who scored 26 for us on Monday night, kind of hasn't got her rails going yet. Caroline Martin battling a little early foul trouble here. So just as we mentioned in the pregame, it's a testament to our depth and the fact that you really don't know which angle to attack as it relates to a defensive game plan for anybody playing against us.
All right. We will jump into the box score in just a moment. A lot of numbers to look at as it stands now. North Georgia on top 32-17. We will step aside. When we come back, much more here at the half. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Oh, look at the camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wear my mask to be there for my residents.
I wear my mask so we can stay on campus.
I wear my mask because I know that other people might be more vulnerable to the virus, and I want to make sure that I protect others and keep everyone safe.
I wear my mask to protect all the dads out there. I know personally how it feels to lose someone very close to me due to the coronavirus, and if there are steps that we can take to protect the ones that we love, we should do it.
Should I just do it now? Okay, I wear my mask to keep others safe.
I wear my mask because I care about our community.
I choose to wear my mask because it's such a simple thing for me to do that I can love not only on my friends and my family, but just people I see in the grocery store and in the street.
I wear my mask so I can see my sisters on campus and we can have fundraising events.
I wear my mask to love my neighbor and protect others.
I wear my mask.
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 I wear a mask because I want to keep others safe.
Hi, I'm Sonia McLean, broker of Red Rooster Realty. Come check out our new location. It's this old farmhouse built in the 1930s that we were able to preserve and yet still turn it into our new office. We are a full-service real estate company. We work with buyers and sellers and would love to speak with you if you are in the market. Our new location is 80 Bell Street, Hiawassee, Georgia. Or you can give us a call at 706-896-1225. We look forward to speaking with you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Halftime report continues here at the Convocation Center. North Georgia on top 32-17, and one would expect that the team stats would be in favor of the Nighthawks.
Yeah, I would imagine so. We're having a 15-point lead, only taking 4 more field goals than them, but neither team shooting it really well from the three-point arc. Georgia College 1 of 8, North Georgia just 2 of 13. But one kind of clear delineator is that we were able to get to the free throw line, shoot 6 times, and make all 6. No free throws attempts so far in this game for the Bobcats, and then equal on the rebounds. You would expect that because we haven't had many quick putbacks, and both teams have taken nearly the same amount of shots. But one more delineator outside of the free throw advantage is turnovers. We've forced 10 turnovers, 5 more than we've committed, gaining the Nighthawks 5 extra chances at our own rim.
All right, thank you, sir, and a good start to this ball game. North Georgia looking for their 7th win on the season and their 4th Peach Belt Conference win of the year. We will step aside. When we come back, we'll actually take a look at some of the highlights from the first half of action here in Dahlonega. Again, North Georgia on top of Georgia College by a score of 32-17. Stay with us. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad cause you're on your own? I can't find a little help from my friends. So I'm gonna try a little help from my friends.
Can you stop copying me?
When you're facing cancer, you want a winning team on your side. Or even better, 2. That's why Northeast Georgia Medical Center is now an affiliate of the Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. A new collaboration that gives you access to more treatment options and promising clinical trials. All at convenient locations that keep you safe and close to home. Northeast Georgia Medical Center, now an affiliate of Winship at Emory. More voices, more victories.
A lot of great action from the first half of this matchup here tonight between the Nighthawks and the Bobcats, and we get to look back at some of them now.
Yep, I hope so, because I'm ready to call them, but they are not quite popping up on the screen yet. I can tell you that if I were to mentally recap some of these highlights, I would think about just the highlight for me has been sound half-court defense.
I love the takeaways.
As a coach, whenever you get those scout takeaways, because you know what they're going to do, so you let them start that action and then go take away where they're trying to go. I think that's a personal highlight of mine. I think another highlight, well, here we go. I'll tell you what they are. Missed corner 3. That's actually Caroline Martin that creates the extra opportunity for the quick putback with us. Georgia College choosing to not guard our bigs out, cane pole defense, but they aren't using that defender to help thwart the post entry. Lacey McCoy in transition. Kane pole 3.
Boom.
Butter shooting 50% from the night. And that's another thing. If you had given me another 15 seconds, the Chloe Savage trail spot 3 from the big highlight.
You had encouraged her to take that shot. Yep. And, again, obviously comfortable in doing so. I think to your original point, though, the highlights for me were not on offense. They were the defensive takeaways, the blocked shots, taking the ball right away from the opponent. So very impressed with that.
Georgia College will score more than 17 points this half, but we're on pace to give up 34 points. You're not going to lose basketball games giving up 34 points.
Well said. We're going to take one more timeout. When we come back, second half between North Georgia and Georgia College right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools, for nearly 500,000 student athletes, college sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you get that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3 out. Mark them tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
And our thanks to the U.S. Army, one of the fine sponsors of the Nighthawk Sports Network. Great first half for Coach Burston and company. And we will see the same starting 5 on the floor here that we saw to begin the game. And it will belong to the Nighthawks just as soon as the Bobcats break their huddle. They're taking the full measure of halftime. Clock has been reset. The officials are warmed up and ready to go. And now Georgia College is back and ready to compete here in the third quarter as well. Hubert inbounds it to Franklin, and the third quarter is underway. Hubert out front, wide open. Now to Franklin. Back to Abby. She will take the 3 this time. High off the arc, the rim, no good. And a foul inside. And that will be against Jada Warren. That is the 3rd on Warren, and she will go to the bench. Groover with the ball. The lob to Julianne in the paint. Shot is up, high off the glass, no good, but a rebound by Hubert. And she draws contact and will head to the line. That's going to be the second on Dakota Williamson. Hubert at the line. And rattles that one in.
Is that drum louder than normal?
Just feels that way.
Yeah, maybe because I think you mentioned this last time, because we're up here, like above it.
The acoustics certainly are a little more lively here on the concourse level.
Yeah.
A couple of foul shots there for Abby Hubert. Move to the basket, now kicks it out in the corner. Wesley, that was a bit long. Ball tipped out of bounds and it will stay with Georgia College.
It's good officiating there. It was actually definitely out on Abby Hubert, and the official of record in that spot didn't see it and asked for help, and it was immediate and decisive help. And that's the best kind of answer you can get when you ask for help, is so you don't have to think about it.
Kiana Wesley with the basket there and makes it 34-19. Caroline Martin open on the wing, will drive to the paint in traffic. Tried to put it up with the left hand, no good. Ball on the floor, and there will be a jump called. And over to Georgia College.
There, cane pole defense. Caroline Martin on that possession.
Yeah. I don't think they'll do that.
You may want to research her shooting percentage.
Don't think they'll do that too many times.
I bet next time down the floor, Coach Burson calls an action for her that gets her in the middle of the floor. Oh, that's good defense.
Wesley with the ball. Now, long three is off the mark. I say last touched by Martin. And so the Bobcats will have 6 seconds with which to work. .8:27 to go here in the third quarter. And lace is being tied on a couple of different shoes. Now we can play. Inbound comes to Harper Vick. 4-3. Long shot off the mark. No good. Martin snares the rebound, and they're going to call a jump, and it will go over to North Georgia. Franklin with the ball. Martin with room.
Watch this. She's going to make a three at the top of the key.
Ooh.
Ish.
Martin from the other side. This one just a little off the mark, but tracks down the loose ball and gets it back to Julianne, but it's going to go to Georgia College. Great effort by both Martin and a little Euro step. Shot would not go, and into the hands of Sutton. And taken away at midcourt.
It was open earlier, just didn't get enough on it.
Nope. 7:34 to go in the third. 34-19, your score, North Georgia. Markle, long three, rattles it in.
Love the shooting touch there from Markle. Anytime a three can kind of nestle around on the rim and isn't a hard miss, means that you're really comfortable with it coming off of your hand.
Julianne at the elbow, hands it now to Hubert. She'll go underneath. Shot is up, wouldn't go. Ball tipped. Martin battles for it, goes down hard, but pops right back up.
That was a little disjointed offensive possession there. We kind of ran our wheel stuff, where we run consecutive people off that high handoff, trying to change sides of the floor, and just really never really gotten a flow there.
Bobcats down by a dozen. Markle with the ball at the foul line, stops. Now Wesley, that was wildly off the mark. The attempt at the save by Harper Vick, unsuccessful. That will allow Lacey McCoy to check in, replacing Kara Groover. Caroline Martin on the wing, now out front to Groover, back to Caroline. Boy, she wanted to.
Do it. Just do it.
McCoy from 10, no good. And the Bobcats have it.
By her passing that shot up,
goodness.
It's going to be our third foul. By her passing that shot up, it actually takes us out of offensive rhythm.
And that will send Caroline back to the bench. Disappointed for her. Foul early here in the third quarter makes her third of the night.
I bet you they don't cane pole defense number 21 there.
No. Drive, the shot, no good. Rebound, Sutton.
If they do, they're going to see the checkered flag.
Don't you know it?
Oh.
Pass McCoy in traffic, got the shot away, no good. The follow by Julianne draws contact.
I love how when Lacey McCoy gets it, she's got such guard skill that she can go from one side of the floor to the other and makes the defense a big stretch, their defense.
And that is career point number 1,500 for Julianne Sutton.
1500 right there across the top of the scorebook.
Let that sink in for a bit.
There's a lot of players that don't take 1,500 shots.
Yeah.
Or even play 1,500 minutes.
Harper Vick, no good. Battle for the loose ball over to North Georgia. Congratulations to Julianne.
Yeah, I mean, my finger gets tired scrolling her bio online because it's so tall top to bottom.
A few entries, are you saying?
It's just another one that's going to go up there.
Julianne with 11 points, and guess how many rebounds? 11. Her 18th career double-double.
Wow.
Give that basket to Abby Franklin. 37-22.
Back to where we started, 15-point advantage. No blood drawn yet this half.
Harper Vick, no good. Rebound taken by Julianne. Outlet comes to Franklin. Earnhardt back to Abby. Cross court to Kara. Groover hands it to Josie. Now Lacey in the lane, drives, stops, turns, kicks. And a big three for Kara Groover.
Assist credited to Lacey McCoy there. Drove and had her lane cut off, but stayed poised and changed direction and found the kick out.
Largest lead of the night. Clock rolls, 4:29 and counting in the third. Pass knocked away. Here comes a 2-on-1 opportunity. Franklin bounce pass to Earnhardt, blocked by Harper Vick. North Georgia will keep it, but not before an official timeout. With 4:19 to go in the third, North Georgia 40, Georgia College 22. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
An 18-point working margin now for North Georgia, 40-22.
That last one of those last offensive possessions, you see him guard Lacey McCoy with a cushion. She just got into the middle of the paint, and then you want your paint touches to become a clock dial, and she just kind of went from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock and made that kick out to Kara Groover. Kara's first three of the night, a rhythm shot. Credit the assist to Lacey and her patience with the paint touch.
Macy Gregg for a three!
Did that touch the net?
Just barely.
I see some speaker dust. That hit.
Biggest lead of the night, 43-22, with just less than 4 minutes to go in the third, and that was over the end line, turning it over to North Georgia. Kristen Copeland, senior from Gainesville, Lakeview Academy.
Ooh, had her deep. Had Julianne in the charge circle.
Macy Gregg lobs to Julianne. The elbow takes the 15-footer, wouldn't go. Up ahead to Wysocki. And taken right away by Lacey McCoy. Lacey's going to try to go coast to coast. The left-handed shot, no good, but a foul by Harper Vick.
Tip of the hat to Vick there for sprinting back and making the Nighthawks earn their two. Unfortunate turnover there for the Bobcats, but going to make her earn those 2 points from the charity stripe due to a little bit of hard hustle. And Vick's got a couple of blocked shots in the game tonight, so she's shown that she can elevate up and alter shots. But we'll see if Lacey can earn them the hard way.
First one is good, 44-22. Macy Carson and Kiana Wesley back in for Georgia College. Carson, a junior from Decatur. Decatur. Lacey got them both. Wysocki does not get the roll. Rebound snared by, guess who? Kara Gruber.
Kara Rodman.
Yep. Loves to rebound. Earnhardt zips it in to Julianne, feeds Lacey, kicks it over to Gregg, goes to the baseline, jumper up, and wouldn't go, but the follow is good by Sutton.
It's a beautiful offensive possession there. Ball moved, got to the paint, it went out, and then they just kept the defense in scramble mode. One closeout didn't reset the defense. They kept the action moving. Nice little pull-up there by Macy, but Julianne Sutton giving all-American effort there and just running around to check out. Easy stick back. Ooh, look at this. Cookies
Steal by Lacey, puts it up and in, and they've now outscored Georgia College 17-5 here in the third.
Slid the lid off the old cookie jar there.
Yep. And didn't ask.
No, she did not. She took it.
Yep.
Normally when my kids take the cookie, it's trouble.
Foul called there.
Watch this.
Zip.
Jump the passing lane. Tried to drag a little pass interference there. DPI.
Yeah.
Tried to grab the back of the jersey there to slow him up.
Yep.
Lacey wasn't having it.
She would have none of that.
No.
49-22. Minute 40 to go in the third. And that will be a foul on the aforementioned Lacey McCoy.
Ill-communicated handoff there on that possession. Allowed Georgia College to take the handoff on this wing closest to us and turn the corner and get close.
Caroline Martin will check in for Earnhardt. Foul shot, no good.
Uh-oh, pet band.
Putting the Zoich on her.
Yeah. Putting the pet band mojo on her.
Second one will go, and on the season, 50% for Wesleyan, so that was very apropos.
Chloe Savage to shoot another three, although she's in the 5 spot for us right now. She's probably not.
McCoy wheels, kicks back to Martin. She'll put it up from 10 and gets the roll.
Bounce there.
51-23, a minute 14 to go in the third. Wysocki behind the back dribble,
fancy.
Little fall away. Goodness.
I like that degree of difficulty. Tip of the hat to Wysocki there. Oh, okay. A lot of points to make on that. Number one, to the left hand, through traffic, with contact, finish. Hasn't had the best offensive game so far, but watch here on the replay. You see her, she's going with her left hand through a tight little window.
Look at that.
Absorbs the contact and finishes. But wait, I don't know if did you see it right there at the end? Did you see the Tiger Woods-esque fist pump?
Boom.
Watch out. That means that's important to her.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter what the score is.
Right.
It's important.
Right.
And that is that is fun to see.
To make another Tiger reference, that's the eye of the Tiger.
Okay, I like that. I really do like that. Name the band?
Survivor? No. Is it
is.
Survivor? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
80s hair band.
Yeah. That was a good decade.
Late 70s.
That was a good decade.
I can jam that Pandora station.
I think it was Survivor. Love it.
That is definitely in the 70s, though. Isn't it?
Oh, if it were, it would be 79, 80. I'm saying 81.
Oh, you just took my guess, so I'm going to go Price is Right, one under you.
He's going to be... Ooh, there you go.
You win.
Wysocki gets that one. And it's 53-26. Macy Gregg, just a fraction between the shot clock and the remnant of the third quarter clock.
Horns, throwback, high-low, pin down. Oh,
Martin, 4, 3, 2, Earnhardt off the glass! She put that one in off the outside wall.
I couldn't think of one. That's so good.
56-26 through 3. We've got 10 more exciting minutes to go. Stay with us. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Bandit Fox 2-3, out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
What a finish to that third quarter. Great defense, great offense.
Yeah, with that horns look, high-low, double away. She drives, kick out, feet aren't even set back to a shooter. That's always like the best spot to leave for a shooter, is to go to the spot that was just vacated by the dribbler. And shooters know where to be, and passers know how to find. And that is two newcomers that were able to execute right there on a late, short clock.
Early basket by Wesley here in the fourth quarter.
Nice left-handed finish.
Nighthawks only gave up 9 points in that stanza.
Keep shooting it.
Nice job by Chloe to go after the ball. Macy, top of the key. Now Martin picks up the dribble, the feed to Hubert, off the glass, left it short.
Tough finishing angle there for Abby. That's a good idea, but it was going to be a tough spot for her to get to go get that thing. Caroline with a backcourt foul there. I'll give her 4 of those.
Yep.
Rules, Naismith rules of the game only allow for 1 more.
And I hate that, but just one of those nights.
Yeah.
One of those nights. Played a minute here in quarter number 4. Wesley from the foul line. This one no good. Allowed to go out of bounds. No, saved.
Great job on the shot clock. Do they recognize it?
Only 2-1. They're not going to get a shot away. And while there was recognition along the sideline with the clock, there was not recognition
on the floor.
56-28. 8:34 to go in the ball game.
Pull it.
Caroline gets it back straight away. Goodness. Now she'll drive, stops, turns, shoots. Money.
I want to see Chloe Savage shoot another 3, too.
Yeah. You may have the opportunity.
I hope so. In the worst case, she's going to be, oh, nice finish there, but
it was a very difficult angle.
10.0 degree of difficulty.
Yeah, that was Ashley out of Augusta.
Wow, Chloe just buried their big under the rim in transition. So after a made basket, we inbounded quickly. Aggressive offensive transition, and Chloe had just taken her defender and packed her in a suitcase under the head of the rim. And just anytime a big catches that with nose on the rim, really all you can do is foul.
61-30. Clock rolls 7:50 and counting. In the paint, the shot up and in for Jada Warren.
Nice finish by Warren there. Backed her way down, showed over the right shoulder, went back over her left.
Beautiful feed to Abby Hubert.
Just her 6th point of the night, but how about that, averaging 16 over the last 2.
Take a media timeout. 7:29 to go. And it's North Georgia 63, Georgia College 32. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad cause you're on your own? I can't find a little help from my friends, so I'm gonna try a little help from my friends.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks. From shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
If we did not pay respect to the greatest home run hitter who ever played the game, who was honored today, just down the road.
4-4.
Hammer and Hank. What a player.
Still iconic where he's running around the bases and the guy from the outfield is like running him down. It doesn't even face him. You know, in today's game, there would have been like, I mean, that guy probably would have got
sniped.
Picked up by the FBI in a helicopter. And
let's take a look at
end of the 3rd.
Yep.
Down in St. Augustine,
my
the
goodness,
ancient city.
My goodness.
Number 5 Lander trailing by 9 with 10 minutes to go.
That bears monitoring the rest of the way.
We may keep an eye on that.
First one no good. Second on the mark for Warren. Sadie Cleveland back on the floor. Hubert drives into traffic and will wind up turning it over via the travel. Just ran out of real estate.
Yep, needed an agent.
Seven minutes remain. North Georgia by 30. Let's see what else is happening. My goodness.
Another top 10 team. The Eagles of Carson Newman topped the sack leaderboard. Down 6.
At Lincoln Memorial?
Harrogate, Tennessee. Do you know where that's at?
No.
It's like a driver and a wedge from Cumberland Gap, Tennessee.
Nice.
Kentucky, maybe. I don't know. Just which state it is. It's the gap, it's state line. Harrogate is where Lincoln. Look at this.
There's your 3, Caroline Martin.
Wow, just check the season box. That's not a good idea to cane pole guard her.
Nope.
But hey,
we'll take it.
For any opposing coaches listening on video, the scout would be cane pole guard her. Don't guard Julianne Sutton.
Take a look at that one again. It's good enough.
Her defender is barely across the free throw line.
Barely.
Yeah, that's fine. I told you, though, that needed to happen in the middle of the floor.
Right.
Where you just, your vision is better to make shot.
And you were spot on, as was she.
Victory lap.
Franklin to Gregg to Sutton. Now Groover holding high, skips it back to Abby.
Julianne about to get in on it.
Julianne says, I want a 3. I got a 3.
I thought she was going to flick the one before that, but that second one was a no-brainer. By the way, our bigs can shoot it pretty good.
I sort of like that.
Yeah.
69-33. And they're going to charge Lacey with contact there. I thought it was all ball, baby.
But because the ball handler's direction was changed and the ball was displaced, probably just go ahead and make that call, which good by me.
Clock rolls, 5:30 and counting. Long 3 straight away is off the mark and rebounded by Sutton. That was a heave-ho. Here we go. Macy Gregg in traffic had that one blocked. And here come the Bobcats the other way. Wysocki with the ball. And traveling will turn it back over.
Probably traveled because she was
so wide open.
Yeah. So, whoa, there's no defender here.
30-second timeout becomes the media.
Should send us to the old media break.
Yep. And they are. 5:09 to go. It's 69-33. Be back in a moment right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
And back we are. 5:09 to go. 69-33. And the Bobcats are back on the court, ready for action. By the way, you see the banner there?
Yeah, Nighthawk strong.
I like that.
It's a nice touch, isn't it?
I like that.
Marketing, some people on staff here with a keen marketing eye, which we work with some very talented people, said that is very marketable space.
And indeed it is.
It is. And it covers up just seats
and looks so much better.
Corporate partner in Semiotic Marketing, a new company, large format printer in Oakwood, Georgia.
Groover left that one just short, but into the hands of Franklin. They'll do it again.
Glad to have them on board as a corporate supporter of UNG Athletics and their innovative problem solving.
I like the look, and I hope that Julianne didn't twist an ankle there. Yeah, she's running freely, but
it was an odd travel. It was a travel.
Yeah, and she's going to go to the bench and have that ankle looked at just to be sure. Caroline Martin will check back in. Let's see how long that will last, given the 4 personal fouls. And on one of those nights where the fouls just seem to come her way.
Also, when you've struggled to get into an offensive flow, sometimes you kind of let some of that frustration out.
Sure.
Gambles.
Wide open 17-footer, no good. Ball tipped by Savage to Franklin. Here come the Nighthawks. Abby. Now to Caroline. Back to Abby. 4:04 to go.
Good basket cut.
Yes, it was. Straightaway 3. Nestling in by Lacey McCoy.
Oh, and she can shoot it from there, too. Wow.
So what you're saying, Lee, is that virtually everybody on this team can.
And especially from that spot. That's like the optimal spot to shoot a 3. There's nobody on our roster that I would not want shooting that shot wide open.
You have to like the flexibility that gives a coach and a coaching staff. Let's take a look at an update from down in Flagler and Lander. My goodness, time is running out there.
6 minutes to go. Bearcats down 6. I like the Bearcats in that game. I think their pressure defense kind of pays dividends late. Bearcats. My guess is Bearcats squeak it out by 3.
Okay. I'm going to...
Any squeak out win is a good one in St. Augustine.
Oh, without question. I'm going to stay with the upset.
Okay.
The homestanding Saints will hold on.
They've got some talented players. Ooh, hit them with the old flare screen out of the timeout.
Just prior to the shot clock expiring, and it didn't hit the rim, so it will be a violation.
Executed out of on a short shot clock out of timeout. Flare screen, catch and shoot. Just not able to finish her off.
McCoy back to, well, you wanted it. You wanted that 3. Martin will drive, put it up in traffic, would not go. Rebound, follow, no good for Chloe. Tied up by McCoy. You got right in there. And North Georgia will retain possession.
I bet we score right here on this baseline out action.
Oh, Chloe. Martin flies in and draws contact.
It doesn't count. Chloe was being too good of a teammate and running the play there.
That's on Carson, her second.
Another called timeout by the Bobcats.
And we'll keep it right here. 30-second timeout with 3:01 to go. 72-33. And if the Nighthawks do not give up more than 3 more points in the final 3 minutes, this would be the lowest offensive production of the season by Georgia College.
Okay. Of the Bearcats, not that, and probably we've given up both, right? Yeah, you score 36. Basically, if your final score starts with a 3.
Yeah. Tough night.
Yeah. Oh, didn't come off of her hand very well. You saw it kind of stick, the hand kind of stick there.
I bet it's different the second time.
Watch the backspin. There'll be more backspin on this shot.
And the result accordingly.
All right. Let's see what Coach Jolly drew up out of the timeout there.
40-point advantage. 2:48 to go.
Same action they've been running. Good cut.
Carson at the elbow, now puts it on the floor, and a whistle stops the clock with 2:38 to go. It has been the better part of 4 years since North Georgia has held an opponent to less than 40.
Wow. What was that, like 14 years ago, or 4 years ago, back in 17?
In Memorial Hall, Fort Valley State, they only gave up 37 points.
What is the all-time low allowed in Convocation Center?
In the Convocation Center? Oh, goodness.
46 is my guess.
You know what? This could wind up, should it stay in the 30s?
No, this would be the lowest.
The lowest.
But what is currently existing right now?
Yeah, 41, 42.
Okay. And then bonus question is, who was it against?
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
I'm going to guess 46 versus Georgia Southwestern.
That's a pretty good wager there.
Pretty good mix.
Yeah. Yep. Couple of foul shots.
Substitution for the Bobcats, checking in number 20 to save Cleveland.
And Alexis Figures goes to the bench. 40 points. USC Aiken.
The correct answer was in 40 points. So still got our work cut out to catch our way into the season.
I think it's going to happen.
Do you?
I think it's going to happen.
Regardless, the better fact is that we're going to get a win here and keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
We've got another home game here on Saturday. Scheduled. We'll see if that pans out.
We'll keep it right here. And since we are within the mark, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. And it looks as though that Flagler still keeping a 5-point advantage.
3:25 to go.
A lot of time. I think Carson Newman could be in just as much trouble.
Down 8. They got some time to play too. Rail splitters.
Unusual to have two ranked teams in trouble late same night.
I think that's COVID basketball though, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's anybody's going to go on the road and have short preparation to win. Yeah, I just think that plays to the advantage of the underdogs.
Foul shot up and good for Macy Carson. She prepped at St. Pius.
Good luck at
the
free
10th.
throw there.
Yep.
St. Pius X?
Yes. All right, now, these foul shots are making it a little bit uncomfortable for the prediction.
Made 3 by Caroline Martin.
Look at that.
Odd catch, too. Didn't catch it on her numbers, but had to go up to get that. Still regain balance.
And she's within
3.5.
Yeah, she's within 2 points of being the leading scorer.
Oh, and remember, she's having an off night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about that for a sec. A minute 15 to go. The shot up, no good. Rebound by Chloe Savage.
Nice check out by Chloe there.
Macy Gregg with the ball. Away to Earnhardt. Josie now to Caroline.
Do it.
She wanted to. Caroline Martin, another 3.
That's 3 threes this half.
And she now has 16 points.
She's a shooter.
I'm telling you, she is a basketball player. The drive and a block shot by Martin.
Left-handed as well.
I'm telling you, it is going to be so enjoyable to see her develop in this program over the next 3 seasons.
And it's nights like tonight and the other night when she just hasn't been able to kind of find that rhythm where she does grow. You don't grow by having a lot of success early. You grow by dealing with mistakes.
Challenges.
Yeah.
Ball knocked away.
Good dig out defensively, and good job of not pressing the issue there.
Split second between the shot clock and the game clock. 81-37. Earnhardt with 10 to Macy Gregg. She launches the long three, no good. And oh goodness.
Uh-oh.
No.
The and one opportunity.
Oh man, foul shots have just killed me here.
And this could be the equalizer to the 40, right?
Man.
Uh-oh. Nice finish, though, there by the young lady in transition.
And that will be Ashley Davis at the line.
Yep, dealing with a contact problem
That
as
is
well.
so frustrating. Anyone who has worn contacts can attest. Oh, goodness, and she dropped it. Well, so much for that one. And Lander within one down the stretch in St. Aug.
Pressure's going to
hush. And the foul shot makes it 40. Oh, man. 81-40. Yeah. And that is your final score. We're going to step away and be back to wrap things up here. Game number 1. North Georgia wins by 41. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Joyride beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God. There it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. God, I'm good.
Goodbye, LA, until another time. When can we call it love? Think we crossed the line.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
The Nighthawks of UNG victorious tonight by a final of 81-40 over Georgia College. And with that, improved to 7-1 overall, 4-1 in the Peach Belt Conference. And I'll tell you, Lee, in looking at the last two times out, you have to be pleased with the offense that this team is beginning to get comfortable with on the floor.
Yeah, it was a diesel engine tonight, too.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get kind of warmed up and all cylinders working.
Yeah.
But, wow, that was we're just so efficient, you know, because if a team takes something away, we have another strength we can go to. We don't have to rely on a weakness to hopefully strengthen up. Defensively, there is so much that we do well. We're so prepared defensively. We've got shot alterers around the rim, and we do a good job of knowing what players' strengths are on the other end, are out on the perimeter. So just it's been fun to watch this team at home always. But really, one of the most enjoyable things to watch is the fact that it's like a different player every night. So tonight it was Julianne Sutton early, Caroline Martin late. The other night it was Abby Hubert all night long.
Yep.
You know, and so a name that we haven't even mentioned is Abby Franklin.
Right.
And it's not because she's not scoring, but it's just she's being being the general, you know, just moving things around and getting us in the correct position and at the correct pace. You know, that's one thing that kind of gets forgotten, is that when teams are playing well like they are now, the tendency is just to go fast,
right?
And so we get a stop and we just go. And our girls have a clear understanding as to when to dial that back from fifth gear to fourth to maybe even third. That way you've got a little bit of acceleration space in the half court. It's not always pin your ears back and play. And so fun to watch. Unfortunate last Saturday, the road loss, but they flushed that result. Jump back here in the building where they are just basically dominant. That's 31 in a row, and just this has been great medicine for us, right? To be able to get back and do this. Some final team stats thrown up on the screen there for you. 16 more shots we took. So percentages are important, but it's really shot volume that you want to take a look at as well. And we got 16 more shots. Really defended the Bobcats well from the arc, limiting them from 2 from 14. And then we heated up a little bit in the second half. I think we only had 3 made threes in the first half and ended up making 7 after intermission for a clip of 10 out of 26. So that's definitely a better positioning and a little bit better passing. Free throws, one thing you want to go benchmark is, can you make more free throws than the other team even attempts? And we were able to do that tonight. We made 13 of 16. They only attempted 11, making 8, and then out-rebounded them like we always do. And it was good balanced basketball here in the first half of our doubleheader. Ladies victorious, and we'll do the gym cleanup and do this again in about 35 minutes with the men.
Sounds like a winner. And let's get a final score from Augusta, and you were correct, sir. Finish hard down the stretch.
I missed the score, though. I thought that they'd win by 3. They ended up winning by 5. There must have been a trash basket there at the end.
You think there's a reason they're 5th in the nation?
Yeah. They pressure the ball so well and speed teams up. And when you're in upset mode, your mind is already moving fast, and so it just multiplies exponentially. What's going on between the ears, and I would imagine that there may have been a few Saint turnovers there in the final few minutes.
No doubt about it. A good one here in game number 1, 81-40, and we will be back on the air at 7:50 with game number 2. That's going to wrap up this one on behalf of Lee Glenn and everybody with the Nighthawk Sports Network team. I'm Craig Corbin. We'll see you at 7:50.